Hey guys, what is going on? Red Match here, and welcome back to the episode of Cards and Castles Ranked with Red, where today we'll be taking our first June 2018 deck for the season and ranking it up, see where it places, all that good stuff, just like the last time. And today we're going to start off with the Catacombs deck, the classic Dwarven Undead Pirate Warlock hybrid. So with that being said, let's just jump right into it and see how it goes. Alright, and our first match against a ranked 30. Badge 30, whatever you want to call that. Travesty. Alright. Looks like to be rocking the classic Warlock Crusader. Probably start with a Dwarven Miner, to be completely honest. As he throws out a Lumberjack for some early draw, I can respect that. We'll go in with our Dwarven Miner, see if he's going to tend to remove it early. I don't think it's a huge... Well, it's actually going to be quite troublesome for us if he decides to remove it via burn, because we do need some targets for our grotesque offering here. And as much as I don't want to just sacrifice the miner, we really have to, just so we can draw. He'll use a fear for draw. All right, that's not the worst thing in the world for us anyway. He'll of course hit with the lumberjack, and then follow up with a Salahar rider, which, all right, he's pushing some decent aggression early on in this matchup. Although, I don't think it's going to do a hell of a lot. We'll, of course, put a fat bard down, and, of course, advance our Dwarven Miner up ever so slowly. The bard will create an upkeep for us, but, again, maybe use him as a target for Grotesque Offering now instead of the Miner. I'd be much better with that play, in my opinion. Although now he's got quite the accumulation of cards there. We see in his hand about 7 cards thanks to a lot of early draw from Fear and Lumberjack. He'll Blue Firebolt. Oh, my Miner. That's not what I want to see. Is he going to attack the Bard? That's the big question. I mean, at this point, I don't think I have the opportunity to Grotesque now that he's completely gone. But, okay, he will hit Bard anyway. And we're off to a not-so-great start here. Off to a not-so... spectacular start for the first match. We got Rusty Hooks, though. Let's see if he allows us to hook pull. I expect another burn to just pop out, and then maybe... Okay, well, Defective Flame Cannon, so that evens things out at 17. Tarius Files, so I can only expect a Flamestorm to be not that far behind. Oh, look, Hassan City Guard. Perfect. I can at least use one of them to Grotesque right now. Dwarven Sharpshooter and Dwarven Weapons, an interesting combination for our hand. Let's see if he attempts to Flamestorm this. I doubt that he's going to, though. Or he might, depending on what his card situation looks like in his hand. Obviously, I don't think I should play the Dwarven Sharpshooter right now, given that he can probably just burn it away. Metal of Bravery into an Arcanon General. Alright, so that's going to be quite troublesome for us. I'm attempting to see if there's any way we can get him to just not do an extra draw here, but we kind of have to force a draw. It hurts us, but, I mean, kind of just have to go with it, unfortunately. But hey, I mean, this is meta going up against non-meta, so I would expect a tough situation like this. Another Flame Cannon puts it at 17-14, plus another General. Oh boy. Everybody loves the Generals, don't they? I know I do. I think our best course of action here is a Dino Rider, right? I think. Because the Sharpshooters are just dead targets. I mean, and easily burnable at that. Considering he's used 2 defective flame cannons and 1 blue fire, he's still got a ton of burn potential left. Alright. More cards in his hand. Just not what we want to see at this point. Okay, Chaotic Storm. That finishes off. Oh boy. So this might be a tough match to come back from, in my opinion. There's not, again, a whole lot we can do at this point. He's pushing some, he's pushing a general on us that we can't touch right now. What else? Horseman. Horseman's crap. And then another Salahar rider. So yeah, we might. Okay, another free lumberjack. So we're in some deep doo doo here. Deep, deep doo-doo. Alright, let's see what he does with two sharpshooters on the board. I think he can probably get rid of it, honestly, but I can't afford to do. Maybe I should have taken out the general so he doesn't get any more draw, but I'm hoping maybe I can just power up the shooters with dwarven weapons and then do some ranged work. Hopefully, that's the plan here. Although he's probably going to hit a lot of things for face right now. Hell, maybe he might even be able to finish us off, depending on what his burn situation looks like in his hand. But hey, like I said, it's meta going up against non-meta. There's an Arbiter's Return that hits the probably one of the shooters, I believe. Probably gonna go for some. Yeah, okay. So he hit face there. So Judge is gonna go after a shooter. He fears my guy. That's just free draw for him at this point. All right, and then there's a flame storm. Can you finish me off with a quick, simple burn? I'll be surprised if you. Well, if anything, it'll probably be next turn. And since we don't have the heals from Crusaders in this deck, we're pretty much dead in the water. That's pretty much all I can say about that. Let's do this. Minor, grotesque. We'll get something going. Con artist, another minor. Not the worst thing in the world. Oh, I placed that wrong. Son of a bitch. Clicked too fast. But hey, we're pretty much dead anyway. He's got a burn in there, right? I mean, look at his hand. His hand's like what, 9-ish cards? I just hit the burn. Okay, that's fair enough too. Alright, so our first match will take the loss against the Warlock Crusader stuff. We weren't prepared. I mean, he's got obviously the two generals to get that nice card draw, and the burns take away all of our resources pretty quickly, so what can I say about that? But hey, again, it's not the strongest of decks I'm running right now. It's really just one of these decks that I've had for a while, and fun to play every now and then. And that's what really this game matters. You know, that's what kind of matters in the end, right? So with that, we'll take the loss, and hopefully our next game will just end up better. We'll see. All right, match number 2, going up against good old Fistface. That's that's kind of an interesting name there, Fistface. But it looks like he's rocking the purple Warlock, so I expect maybe either Trap, or, Trap Dojo Shenanigans or Awaken, either one of the two. Passes his turn 1, we're going to have to do so as well. I'm not going to bother coining out to a Dwarven Miner. I don't feel like there's any need to right now, and especially, I want to see what he's got. If he plays down his dojo now, bada bing, bada boom, Flame Cannon. But that's a Mischievous Imp, so I don't think he's got... Nah, he doesn't have the, or at least maybe it's just fodder. Let's see, I'm hoping it hits the Dwarven Miner. Damn it, didn't. So that's a good trade for him. Nah. Can't win them all. Again, that's why Mischievous Imp is pretty powerful. The 3-1 can take out things like this and a 3-3 pretty easily. So, yeah, I would say it's a effective card there. What are we going to go for? Let's go for a Maddie. I want to use the Maddie. Okay. Alright, I am down with that. I'll place Maddie up here. Ooh. That was a good pull for him. Flame Shield on a Mage Apprentice, that could be quite a pain in the ass. Dojo, okay, so he definitely going to seal the whole, this is an Awakened deck deal. Masuda as well. Is there anything else, though? You want to move up a little bit, maybe? No, okay. So he doesn't want to move up, which is fine by me. I will take that. Obviously, we're going to get rid of this. I don't really want to deal with it. And then why the hell not? We'll push up Con Artist a little bit. I mean, let's see if he takes my bait, honestly. And then I guess I could put him here. I'm not anticipating a Blaze. But if there is, I guess we'll give it to him. Because I don't think he's got the Blaze. And I'm still protecting the Sea Witch. Okay, Vanishing Strike. There goes Con Artist, and then that goes back to his hand. That's fair. I wasn't really expecting a Con Artist, so... Or no, Vanishing Strike. I mean, I was expecting Connors. He was in my hand. Um, I think now the next logical move is to play Armory then, right? I think. He plays that Mage Apprentice again. I want him to push up, though. There it is. I mean, if he throws the Masuda into defense, let's see which is going to take him out. So, has he got something? Nope. Alright, so he places Mage Apprentice there thinking we don't have anything, but we do. There we go. And then we'll also move up the Lumberjack ever so slightly, plus the Sea Witch just a little bit to threaten the board more. Obviously, if he's got a Magic Eater, he's going to run that up and kill Sea Witch. But judging by what he's running so far, I doubt it. Okay, there goes another Dojo. So he's got the buff ability again, or the ability to buff again. Plus a Flux, okay. So that's going to pretty much waste his gold, though. Storm Strike and a Sacrifice. Will he go for the Sacrifice play? That'd be interesting to see if he just sacrifices in Masuda. I honestly don't see him using it. So, okay, and he throws his Masuda to block for him, which is a fine play, However, we have our beautiful fat Bard, and the Bard's going to do work for us here, because we can get rid of both of his units while maintaining some pretty good control. We'll do a grotesque there as well, just to make sure our hand doesn't run out completely, and then advance everything up that, further. I'm not looking to protect the pirates all that much, so they can just... Seeing how we can generate, what is that, 6-8 from a Sea Witch attack, that, 6-8 coming from both the 3-4 skeletons combined. I think we're in a pretty good place. And we kept the Lumberjack alive, too, so that's an additional unit he's got to deal with. It's actually threatening the dojo. He'll play a Northlands Ranger, so that's all of his gold. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That is fine. Fine by me. We'll probably just do this, then. We'll pretty much take away his resources here. Obviously, the dojo's going to get hit. We're not going to attack yet. I want to block, my Sea Witch from getting hit. We'll draw Pyromancer, which is also, neat. We'll play a Hooks as well, and then throw Maddie. I don't know. We'll throw him down here. I have no place for the Maddie right now. I just wanted to see what I got from his spawn ability. And we'll get a Pyromancer, which of course is not bad at all. Another 4/4, which apparently is going to make Fist Face here surrender. So we'll claim victory in our second match, getting that Pirate Pillaging quest done. Very nice. But ultimately, I think that second match went very well. I don't think his cards were, or his collection was all that great, though, judging by what he threw out. Dojo, Ranger. Not a whole lot to see from him, although he probably did have a lot of options. He did have that Flame Shield, but hold on a second. Let me just quick try. I'm going to match that quickly, so we'll keep this hand, actually. I think I like this. Maybe I should have swapped out the scope, but we'll see. A fellow Pirate Warlock user in Amber Nurse. See, I never know if I'm supposed to say these as like one word or just like separate words, like ABM Nurse. Like that could be a whole other name. Or Abner. Abners? I don't know. But he's not doing anything his turn 1. He actually hasn't made a move yet, which is quite interesting. I'd expect maybe you could at least pass, or he's getting his situation figured out. Who knows? We'll throw out a Lumberjack, obviously just to see what he's got. And a cycle, Lumberjack, always useful for that cycle. Let's see, what do I want to do? I mean, we do have the Dirty Sharpshooter scope combination here, which could be quite fun to abuse later on in the match. But I got to see what he's got first. Obviously, I don't know what he's running. And Pirate Warlock could be a bunch of different options. Obviously, probably the best is Undead, maybe. But we never know. Okay, there's the altar, so yeah, that's a pretty safe assumption that you're running, what's it called? Undead. So we're going to do this. We're not going to take chip damage yet, but we're actually going to protect our miner by blocking with the lumberjack and then doing a scope play to ultimately get rid of this bad boy. That's going to be the A1 maneuver, or the star maneuver here. And okay, he's got an acolyte. Which should I take out first now that I'm questioning it? Okay, I actually can't reach the acolyte, which is a pain in the ass. So what do I do here? I think I just do this. Just gotta threaten him, right? But I think taking out the altar is somewhat of an aggressive play, but it's gonna be good for us in the long run. Okay, so I forced a burn, which is always good. Hey, and I drew a burn myself, so I'm gonna get rid of that, no problem. What else do you got for me, though? That's what I'm concerned about. Nothing? Alright. Nothing else for red, which is fine. I can do work with that. So let's see. We'll do this, followed up with this. Let's see if he burns this as well. I doubt it, but then again, a lot of people don't see hooks all that often, so they could hesitate and then just burn with that without even like considering, you know, what to really do. But we'll see what Nurse has in store for us. Obviously, we pretty much pinpointed that he's running undead. We saw about the acolyte and the altar, which we took out both pretty early, which leaves him with a couple of options, though. I mean, obviously, I could see a necromancer come out right now and do some damage to us. What else? We could obviously see some more burns to get rid of our rusty hooks, even though that's probably not the smartest of options now, considering that, you know, you've played a witch bolt aggressively to get rid of a simple dwarven miner, which gave me that burn to counteract your acolyte. So you might be more hesitant now to use those cards, but we'll see. Okay, armory. That was a good play. Definitely a good play right there. He wants to probably come after my hooks, I'm thinking. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to throw out this Dino Rider in front of him, kill off this one, and then retreat hooks back there. And we'll see if he goes face damage or takes out Rider or does both. Okay, takes out the Dino Rider and then follows up with a White Knight. Ooh, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Especially since I'm not all too ready to deal with that. Although it's his choice whether he wants to go aggressively or not. If he holds back, okay, which it doesn't look like he is. Alright, what can I do here? Alright, let's do this. We're going to surprise him a bit with the board here. We're going to throw a bunch of things at him. Another hooks, sharpshooter, and hooks up here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to weapons play. That way, we're going to hit the White Knight from a different, a ton of different range. Okay, and he's fallen back with that. That's fair. That is fair. I can give you that. So we can probably just do this, right? Armor up for the time being. Move him up one. Move the hooks up there, and then call that a turn. Obviously, I'm not worried about chain, because he doesn't have the Vikings to do so. But let's see here. I threw my con artist up fairly aggressively. Hopefully, they'll just block, because I don't want to take damage right now, especially not from the ranger. But you never know. Hey, sharpshooter of his own. So he might be actually running the same thing as us. Maybe a combination. But, of course, the... what you call it? The dwarves are just very... Well, I'm not sure why he's got the sharpshooter. I mean, I know why I have a sharpshooter in my deck. I don't know about him. So it looks like he wants to go... Does he want to take out my, one of my hooks? I mean, obviously I'm expecting maybe a scope play. But I don't think he realizes that I have the dwarven weapons in my hand. Alright, there goes one. So he's actually, or he's willing to lose the... Alright, there's a bunch of different things going on the board. Oh dear, okay. Alright, here's where we clear the board here in our favor. So we do a dwarven... Actually, yeah, we'll do a dwarven weapons play. Followed up... Oh shit, by... Hold on. Do a play here. We take out you. Okay, so we pull you. And then we just have to sack the dwarven, the dino rider. But it still puts us in a pretty good place, obviously. We cleared his entire board from units, and he's only rocking about 4 cards. Obviously, any one of those could be burns to stop us right now. I don't think they're going to be, though, as I should probably hold off on that. Okay, Mordok is what I was kind of worried about, because Mordok's still a pain in the ass. Although Wraith can't hurt me, necessarily, which is a good thing. I mean, obviously, I don't think there's going to be a burn, aside from Defector Flame Cannon, that can really do a hell of a lot. And we have a Mordok of our own as well. You can see in our hand here. So we're pretty much on a we're pretty good, I think, in this matchup. At least hopefully. He moves his Wraith down there for some reason. I don't know why. Did he misplay that? I'm not gonna judge it. Dagger Storm. Okay. Oof. So we did have some sort of defense against my my guys here. So let's see. We'll shoot you, because we're probably going to lose you, and then a Mordok, which runs away, followed up with a Hooks, and then we'll run down here. Alright, so we're going to lose the Sharpshooter next turn. If we had 10 gold, I would have been able to just Grotesque it, so that way we would have gotten some more benefit out of it, but we'll handle the Mordok pretty well, in my opinion. And now he's got pretty much... well, I wouldn't say Mordok's running at him, because Mordok's back here thanks to the Wraith's Fear, but he does have another 3/9 Wraith running at him. Not to mention, Hooks is only losing 1. Okay, that's actually going to be a big play. Dragon's Fire is going to do some work for him. Plus a Rusty Hooks of his own. Okay, not bad. I can respect that. A fellow Hooks player, I see. Alright, so let's see here. We kind of have to do this. Much as I hate to do it, we have to sacrifice the Wraith for draw, because we are running low on cards here. We'll get a Dwarven Miner and a second Armory. Okay, the second Armory I didn't necessarily need, but I think essentially right now we're on a, turn or draw to draw basis, if that makes sense. Pretty much going by whatever cards we draw. Okay, that's a Necromancer. Hello there. Oof, Lumberjack. Why? Why must you do this to me? I guess it's not all too bad. Because we can do that. Get a Necromancer of our own, except I don't really want to deal with this with my miners, so we'll burn that. And then hit 5 on Castle. Alright, so we're still in a good spot here. We have a Necromancer in our hand. He's drawn, stuff to hopefully help him. The Necromancer pretty much didn't do anything. He's got a Mercenary Execution on my Dwarven Miner. So that's big for us. We'll play our Necromancer just to see how things go. We did draw another Grotesque Offering, so hopefully the Necromancer can trade. But we're going to sudden death here, so now he's getting double draw, which should probably help him survive just a bit longer. Sea Witch, of course, retreating, plus a Flame Shield up there. Not bad, not bad. But, oh, okay, so that was a lucky draw for us. We can Blue Fire this guy away. We'll put Necromancer down there. Okay, so he's going to surrender. I was going to see if I could just run the miner up, but number 3 ends pretty quickly. Just going to throw this last transition bit in there because I had to, editing stuff for later. But I think that was a great match for us. I think it was pretty much a mirror matchup in a sense. We saw Hooks, we saw Shooter, but I think overall ours just came out a bit stronger in the end there because of the Dwarven Weapons play. Dwarven Weapons is a very sneaky card. Sneaks up on a lot of people, especially that, when the attack starts stocking on, you saw in the matchup. Pretty much that was in the match turned around for us when that weapons play happened. So hopefully we get something like that in our 4th match as we continue ranking up the Catacombs deck you know, we just continue on. I kind of lost something witty to say there, but oh well. All right, match number 4 against B Cell. Probably should check who this is. Well, thank you. Here, let me just. Thank you. I'll probably see that on the video now, but there you go. Moving into our, I guess, what is it? I just lost track of the match count. 4. Match number 4 here against B Cell. He's running the same thing Travesty was running, so we're probably gonna have some difficulty in this next matchup. Hopefully not, though. But only time will tell. Pretty much the thing that killed about us last time with this kind of matchup was the draw, and how the opponent was able to get so many resources in his hand. That might happen to us, but we'll see. I need to grotesque this guard away. He's not going to help us. Okay, another offering. Dragon's Fire is good. We'll keep that in our hand for later. No, excuse me. As B-Cell does an Acolyte play. Alright, can that hit castle next turn? Yeah, it can. I don't want to deal with it. We'll do that, especially since we're not drawing any units here. Literally the only units we have are Sharpshooter and Bard. Nothing that can really make a push for us. Okay, he gets Banshee up. Our opponent's not showing too much either. Of course, these are just the beginning stages, though. As soon as I put this guy out, he's probably going to get burned. So we'll just do it. Let's see if we can tempt out a burn of any sort. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? I'm waiting for like the right moment to play. Okay, so I'm waiting for the right moment to play Dragon's Fire. Obviously, right now the board looks to be pretty good. Okay, guard. Things are getting a little shaky. I might allow for one more hit before I have to Dragon's Fire, but we'll see. Okay, here's a nice combination that we can do. We'll clear off some of this stuff. I'm waiting for him to throw like an Eternal Darkness at us, where he thinks he's going to spawn block us, and then we hit him with the Dragon's Fire and just decimate him. But, I mean, he's got the resources to look like or to make it look like he's doing alright for himself. Witch Bolt, of course, again, we'll draw Maddie from that. Ugh. We could have used that with the Bard again, but, Metal Bravery, some respect. Okay, T-Rex. Big old T-Rexer. He's pushing pretty well, actually, in this matchup. Yeah, can't do a hell of a lot right now. I think what's the best play? Just to get something off our face, right? We'll just make that the zombie. So in case he ever has, like, a Necromancer buff to power up the zombie, we can at least stop that from happening. I think he's going to use his T-Rex, excuse me, to just push a bunch of units from here on out. I don't think he might actually advance the T-Rex, but we never know. And there's a Necromancer buff. Okay. Plus Ninja Training. Where do you have the Ninja Training? Oh yeah, the Banshee. I'm like, wait a minute, where did he get that? That's not allowed. Okay, he retreats his T-Rex back, which is fine. I'm gonna give him one more turn before I start doing Dragon's Fires, because obviously in this next turn we could see an Eternal Darkness play, which is going to be our key moment here to make a comeback, Dragon's Fire the board, and start to regain ourselves just a little bit. Let's probably check the message again. Yep, okay, there he goes again. I forgot all the numbers in your name, but that's, you know who you are if you sent that message, so thumbs up to you, man, appreciate it. Can you end the turn, though? I mean, okay. Necromancer is, I guess, fine. You know, not being moved. I don't know. Oh, you know what we can do probably? Here's a play. We can Maddie, and then do a bunch of this stuff. Yeah, that's the play. Oh, I put my. That's not where I want to put the Necromancer, but all right. And now let's see if I can draw out the Eternal Darkness. Because that's going to be what I want to draw out here. Nope, not today. Blue Firebolt on, what's it called? Oh, Drain Life. Drain Life's a good card. Where's that buff going? Zombie, though? And Necromancer, or not Necromancer, T-Rex is going to push that zombie up poorly. Oh, hey, look, we got another one. Can I hit the... Okay, yeah, I can. Beautiful. And we'll probably just do this. And then a little bit of this, right? Yep, that's a play. That's a play. Alright, alright, we're making a comeback here. We have a lot of dwarven weapons, I just realized. 1, 2, 3. So we've drawn all 3 of them. Horseman, not the one I wanted you to hit. That's a big pain in the ass. Although I do have the Dragon's Fire still, so that can be useful later, but we'll see. Actually, it might be useful now. We're going to push this zombie all the way up. Yep, okay. I don't think he's got it. So I'm better off just doing this now, right? Oh yeah, and then he's gonna T-Rex me back into my own, I could just do this. I could do a hit and run. Whee! Oh, that's good. I didn't think about that. But I want to draw a dwarf at this point in the game. Okay, you draw a Mordock, which is not... Actually, can this work out still? I need to draw like a dwarf this turn. No, he went up there. Actually, it can still work. I do need to draw a dwarf, though, which is the problem. I don't know if I have the power to draw a dwarf, which I don't, it seems like. Which is a big oof, but... We'll do this. So run you down here, you hit that. You do this. The T-Rex can't hit me, which is good. I think that we gotta just end turn there. We do have to get to his castle eventually. That's the problem that I'm facing right now. I've got nothing aggressive to do that. Okay, Blaze. There goes Guard. Nah, not a big deal. Or a big loss. Okay, that's good. He put his Mordock in a position that I can actually work with. And by that, I mean we can do... Well, here, we can do this first. We gotta put the scope on, oh. Shoot, I gotta use another weapon. Forgot, that doesn't really work out in my favor, does it? Alright, so I did a little poor math there, but hey, we're still gonna be able to make some shenanigans happen. I mean, not a huge loss. There's an armory. Okay. The zombie's not gonna really do much, though. Oof, and the zombie is all he's gonna generate, really, for the turn. Okay, here's where the double draw kicks in, so we need to start moving ASAP. I want to bolt away. I want to bolt the altar. Yeah. Face. Hit. Move all the way up. Move right here. Alright, that's going to be a turn. Hopefully he doesn't draw a Mordock, though. That's what I'm worried about. The Mordock could switch things up in his favor if he draws one, but he does have double draw, so even that's going to probably help him. But I'm hoping we do get this win here against a more meta-style deck, just to prove that this deck can still go against the classic red-yellow good stuff. But we'll see what he does. Acolyte's not going to help him yet anyway. T-Rex going to chomp on me? Yes, no. He actually plays an Ignition, which is going to... Okay, so he's forced to use this Ignition play to kind of get rid of my guys. Can you do anything else, though, is the question, because that was kind of... That was really it. Blaze, okay. Disabling my guys just a little bit there, but ultimately I don't think it's going to work out here. We can just end the game right here with a... Let me just see here. Yep, bada bing. Okay, don't let me finish off with the Pyromancer. That's kind of rude. But hey, great match for the Catacombs deck. Pretty close match, I would say. There was a lot of doubtful points, but I do think we were able to pull it out in the end there. We just were able to, I think, outdraw him maybe. didn't really have any resources in the end there to help him. But overall, a great match for Catacombs as we advance for one more match to see where this deck ranks. Yeah. Alright, here, and our last match is against Molly. I think we faced this guy beforehand as well, previously with a different deck, or I think we were running a different deck at the time, but I do recognize the, sort of overall deck. Blue, or not blue, I am colorblind. Purple-white should be interesting. I think he had a lot of companions in this deck as well, so we'll see how things go for us in the end here. As he makes some sort of guard attempt. I mean, that's alright. I could probably just trade with that, right? Actually, we'll move one down here. And the reason is, I do have this lumberjack, so I think if one does advance on my castle, we'll pretty much be safe. Throw to the Emperor. Do you have any sort of bounce to follow up with that? Okay, Vanishing Strike's gonna be big. 5-4, that hits. Okay, my guard, now the castle. Also interesting. I don't really know if that was the right one, though, the right play to make, but, I mean, that's all you. We'll do this. Knowing he's probably gonna replay the guards, we can just play a lumberjack Conards combination. And then next turn we'll also play the Maddie grotesque combination. Okay, so there are the guards, like I predicted. Okay, one's actually a bit stronger. I forgot about that. Okay, there are multiple guards. Shit. Okay. Didn't expect to see so many guards, but I guess guards are good. We'll hit you. We'll also get you out here. So I think the thing that fails with his deck, I'm just going to mention it right now. Ooh, Karasume, big for me, not for you. The thing that falters with this guy's deck is the fact that he doesn't really have the draw to support it. So when he's running a lot of cheap units like this and then throwing them all out at once, it doesn't help him. God, that's my Karasume, you mother trucker. Forbidden Scroll, okay, also going to be big for him. Are you going to hit my... Yep, okay. Fair enough. The Forbidden Scroll is going to be nice for him, but ultimately I don't think it's going to work out too well. Mordok, Necro, we'll throw out Khan, and then end the turn. I'm expecting to see that same guard again. Actually pretty powerful now, right? Yeah, 5-4. Whoo-wee! We're probably going to bolt that, right? Okay, yeah, so he's throwing all of his hand at us right now. I mean, I guess... Yeah, we can probably do that. And follow up with the good old Dino Rider, because we don't really have the undead to justify throwing out the Necromancer. And with a body like this at 3-6, it makes him a lot more terrified. Counters trades the Salahar Rider, hits our face. Not a big deal. Lumberjack also comes in, hits the Rider for double draw for his turn. Injured Trent as well. Okay, that's not going to do a hell of a lot. Injured Trent times 2, I should say. Because there's another one. And I think those are probably going to trade with us very well. We'll throw out this shooter just in case. If he's got a companion next turn, that's what he's going to use to kill us. But I think we've got this match pretty much in the bag here. Especially since he's relying off, the draws at this point. Yeah, you're going to probably use the Spiny. Okay. Use the Spiny to actually hit our guy, or our Dino Rider there. Can I hit you from a distance? Okay, I can. So hold on, this is what we're going to do. Just to make it a little cheeky here. There we go. Alright, so what does he got? Got anything else? I mean, again, he's working off the draw here. Beastmaster, that's going to be big for him. Except I have Dragon's Fire, so really it's not as big as he thinks. So we can just do that. Bear gets killed off. Necro, Shooter, and that that forces him to kill the Necromancer this turn, or else the game is pretty much over. And can he kill the Necromancer? He can't, but he can bounce us. Very good for him, actually, to just keep on holding on. Let's see here. We could probably do... Now, Nah, we'll bring a Mordock up. We'll terrify him. Terrify him with our good old boy Mordock. The bearded dragon boy. Rider boy. That's not a dragon, that's a velociraptor, dum-dum. But he's going to surrender anyway, which means the deck gets placed at 29-16 for the season, taking a 4-1 record for placements. Not bad. I think last season we were in 2800, I think 2865. So we definitely moved up with this deck. I think the fact that we went 4-1 helps. Always if you go higher in placements, like I feel like if you go 4 and higher with the wins, you'll do better with the deck. 3 will remain the same. Anything less than 3, your deck might decrease in ranking. Just a little note for anyone who may need that. But 29-16, definitely not bad for the deck overall, as it kind of goes up, like I said, in the season. And yeah, pretty good matches for the deck. With that being said, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please hit the like button, share with your friends, of course, comment down below your thoughts on today's matches, or what you think about the Catacombs deck in general. I'd love to hear your thoughts about that. And while you're down there, if you haven't done so already, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Help share and support the channel, help us grow, all by clicking that subscribe button. Of course, while you're down there doing all the like, share, comment stuff. So yeah, with that being said, I don't really have much else to say. I think the deck went pretty well. If you guys want any more decks, be sure to also tell me what other ones you want lined up. We do have a bunch of different decks, which I will be covering a good amount of them during the season, and of course some of them will be introduced in hidden combo videos later in the month, or weeks I should say, not months, weeks. So yeah, with that being said, guys, that's all from me for now. So until next time, stay gaming.